Hey everyone, Colleen here with yarnwars.com, and we are almost ready for bunnies, baskets, butterflies, everything spring. Today we are going to do a tutorial on this little bunny, and I hope that you enjoy this video. It's very simple to make, very quick to make. We're going to get right into this, but I'm using the Premier Angel yarn. This is a self-shading yarn, and it's actually really pretty, as you see the different shades of blue in here. But I'm going to be using a D hook for this. You'll need your hook, you'll need your yarn, some scissors or snippers if you have snippers instead, a blunt needle, which is not going to focus in here, that's all right, and maybe a button if you want to attach your bunny to something, like a hat or something. A button is a nice way to do that, keep it sturdy on there. But we're going to start with our slip knot. So what you're going to do is just cross over like that. You don't need a real long tail, just long enough to close in your circle at the end. But we're going to cross over, put our yarn up the back right there, take our hook and go straight in, pull your tails. We made a slip knot and pull that tight. And we're going to start by chaining 2. So 1, 2. These are going to be pretty tight stitches. So we're going to work 6 single crochets right into that first chain that we made. 6 single crochets. And we're going to work in a continuous until we get to the end of our circle. Work over your tail. Just hold your tail up towards the top of your stitches there as you go. Okay, so we should have 6 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Going into our first stitch, and you might have to turn them upwards just to make sure that you're actually going into the stitches there. We're going to go straight into our first stitch. Let me make sure. Straight into our first stitch with 2 single crochets. So we're going to increase in every stitch around on this one. So we'll have 12 when we finish this. So there's 2. And then 2 in the next. There's 4. 6. 8. 10. And 12. Going straight into the next one, we'll work 2 in the first, and then 1 in the next, and then 2 in the next, and then 1 in the next, and that's 6. So we're continuing this pattern around. We're going to work an increase and then 1 single crochet. Increase, 1 single crochet. So 2 in the next, and 1 in the next, and we're at 9. Oops. There's 12. There's 15. There's 16, 17, and 18. And now we will go ahead and slip stitch right into that next, right there. So now we have our circle, and this is as large as we're getting with the body of our bunny. This hole is going to be closed up with our tail at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and slip right into the next one here as well. And then into the next stitch right here, we are going to work 6 single crochets. So it's going to get a little tight, but we're going to work all 6 into that same stitch. And then if you move those stitches over a little bit, you'll see another stitch right there. We're going to go ahead and do a slip stitch right into that. And then we'll do one into the next as well. Here's where we're at here. Next, we're going to chain 1, turn our work, and working into this next one, you'll see one right there. That's that slip stitch, and then right here, we're going to work single crochets in each of the stitches. So there's 1 and 2, 3, and grab that whole stitch there. 3, 4, 5, and then one more right here for 6. And then we're going to turn our work and then chain 1 there. And into this first one here, we're going to work a slip stitch. Okay, so just go into your stitch, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Just a slip stitch. Give us just a teeny bit of a point on the end of that. And then into each of the stitches after, we're going to work half double crochet. So yarn over, go into that stitch, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And we'll do that into the second one, and into the third one, into the fourth one, and we will go into that 5th with the half double. So we're right here on our bunny, and now we're going to go ahead and make our ears. Starting with our first ear, we're going to chain 7. We are going to work 2 double crochets into our 4th chain from the hook, which will be this one right here. Yarn over, insert your hook into your chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through your last 2, and work another double into that same chain. And then we're working half double crochets into the last 3 chains. So you'll yarn over, go into your hook, or into your stitch, yarn over, pull through all 3. That's 1 half double crochet. There's 2 half double crochet. And 3 half double crochet. And then we're going to go ahead and do a slip stitch into that chain. And then we're going to chain another 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and do the same thing back down. So 4th from the hook, 2 double crochets. And then a half double. And then another half double. and then our last half double, and then we slip stitch in to our head. Okay, so we got his head, we've got his ears, and now we're going to slip stitch into his body, right there, into the round. And then we'll slip stitch down another, oops, we'll count that into the body as 1 slip stitch, 2 slip stitch, 3, 4, 5, and so we want to do about 6 slip stitches. That puts us right there. Or we could go down one more as well. I think we'll leave it there. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the one counting into the body. So there's 6 total. And then we'll do our cottontail. I'm going to go down one more actually. See where this puts me. Yep, I'm going to go down one more. So we'll actually do a total of 6 after we slip stitch into that round. Okay, and then we're going to chain 3. We're going to work a puff stitch only 6 times through in that same stitch, so it's going to get really tight. You want to make sure when you pull it up, you're leveling up with that chain 3. So we're going to yarn over. It's going to get tight, like I said. Just kind of be patient. And pull up so that you're level with that chain up. So that was 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is going to give it that fluffier looking tail. You want to pull through all of those, yarn over and pull through all of those. So you really do want to try to get those 6 in there. We're going to chain, and then we're going to slip stitch right into this next stitch here. We're going to slip right in there. Finishing off our little cottontail. Now if you feel like you'd want to make that a little higher, you can do that as well. I'm going to stop there though. And then next, as you can see, there's 2 different ways you can do this, and I have I have another one in the pattern that I did work on video that will be in addition to this video, where I'm coming across and I'm working a foot like this. Grab it and you can see it's going to look like that, as opposed to having a little foot over here. So this one is also in there how you can do that, which is just after you finish your slip stitch here, you single crochet 5 over, and then you chain 1 and come back and single crochet 5 over here, and then you go ahead and hide your tail and finish it off there, and you're done. So for this one, what we're going to do is we are going to go 4 over on slip stitches. So that one we just did, 2, 3, 4. Okay, was 4. And then we're going to do a single crochet of 3. So we're going to come over here and we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and we're going to chain 1, turn our work. We're going to come back in and go 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and we're going to do this one more time, only this time we're going to go over and we're going to skip this first one. We're going to come in here and work 1, and then on our next one we'll work 1, and then we're going to come down here and slip stitch. Okay, and then we're just going to yarn over, pull through. It's got a short tail there, and pull it tight. So we got our bunny. At this point, we're going to hide in our circle in the middle. We're going to hide in our tails, and we're going to end up with little Mr. Bunny. He's so cute. So I did add on a bow here, and it's really simple. I actually took a larger blunt needle. I took a piece of ribbon, and I just wove it into my blunt needle. I went in one end, and I came out the other. I tied a bow, and I fastened it off. But if you're doing this for something that a child's going to have, once you've gotten to this point, what I would do is just maybe put a little bit of hot glue underneath and pin that down well. See, you got that bow on nice and secure. So this is all for our bunny applique, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed doing this project. It's so simple and easy, won't take you more than 5 minutes to do. I'm going to go ahead now, and I'm going to attach on the other section of the video that will show you how to do your feet like this, and we'll finish us off. We're making a little sitting bunny here. So we're going to go ahead and work 1 slip stitch, 2 slip stitch, 3 slip stitch, 4 slip stitch. Should be about 4. We'll do 5 for good measure there. Let's see, we're going to do 5. And he'll sit nicely like that. Well, he won't sit, but you know what I'm saying. He'll look like he's sitting. And then chain 1, and we're going to work back over again, but we're going to work single crochets back to our bunny tail. And these slip stitches, as you know, are quite painful to get through. So you just kind of got to wiggle it in there and pull out and hope that you've got it all pulled out. It really is kind of a painful thing to go in there. You could actually do crochet or single crochets if you like, instead of slip stitches going down that way. I didn't do that. I like to make things hard, so, and you probably know that from my other videos. All right, so we are finished here, and now we're just going to go ahead and come in here right by our tail and do a quick slip stitch. And then we'll chain 1 just for our locking stitch, and we're going to cut our tail. It doesn't have to be a long tail. Pull that tight, and you got his little feet. So there's your little bunny. And as far as the ears go, you can either make this a 3D bunny and just have it kind of curl down, or you could just do a quick steam block. Just steam it, you know, use your iron, steam it. You can have your sitting bunny. You can make your feet come out a little bit more if you like on that as well. At this point, you know, you're kind of just working this up for you the way you like it. Make a little eye, take a little bit of embroidery, some floss, and just put a little eyeball in there. So we're hiding this middle tail. I'll just show you quickly. I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, are familiar with hiding tails. But when you work a circle project, the best thing to do to hide that, because you want to hide in that circle at the end, is just work around those inner stitches with the tail. So we're going to come through here, pull tight, and you'll see it closing. I'm going to work it just a couple of times here, but you work it until you feel comfortable that you've hidden that tail well. And these are tight stitches, so they're going to be a little tough to get through. And my blunt needle is a little blunter than usual. So we've hidden in that tail, and I'm just going to clip it off right there. So whenever you're comfortable with that tail being secure and with your hole being covered up in the middle there, you're good to go. And you'll just hide this tail as well. And we'll just go right into there. Not going to do an excessive amount of hiding here. Pull this through. That through right there. And then when you, I probably would normally hide this a little bit more for the video. I'm just going to stop here. But you can just hide it a little bit more in there to make sure you get that in place. We're going to cut that right there. Just cut it real close so that you can't see that tail sticking out. And again, you know, you can just either steam that down or however, make yourself a little eyeball right there. And that is our bunny. So I hope you have enjoyed this video today. And if you have, please like it and subscribe. I have so many more to come. We have contests for our website, for our Facebook group. We have a Facebook group with members from around the world, a wonderfully supportive group at www.facebook.com/groups/yarnwars. And you'll meet new friends, like I said, from around the world, a lot of crocheters, knitters, all different sports of yarn. So it's a great place to hang out and chat, and our members are really active over there. So I would love to see your bunnies if you make one up, if you know, have special little creative bunny that you've made, or just one of these. I would love to see it. Go over to the group and tag me. I'm Colleen Hayes over there. You'll see me in the terms of the group. But also come visit us over at yarnwars.com. Subscribe to be the first to know when a new pattern comes out. All of the free patterns are housed, or you can find all of the free patterns at the Yarn Wars website. We have PDF downloadable files, documents in the files tab over at the group. So if you're wanting something you can just print out, you can go over there and you'll find that there. Okay, just want to pop in here real quick. I know we finished the video, but I went ahead and I made I made another bunny, same one. I did this, I took my own advice, and I did make this a little different on the bottom, which I'm going to go ahead and edit in the written pattern just because I wanted to see how it looked if I went the other way. Because in the video I did a slip stitch first, and then I came back and I single crocheted along the slip stitch. But instead of doing the slip stitch, if you want to do single crochets this way, then chain one and come back and single crochet back this way, this is what you come up with, as opposed to this one. So I actually think I like this one better, and I like it better going over one more. I believe I did 4 on this one, and then 4 slip stitches, and then I came back and single crocheted along that back to the tail. But this one I did 5, and I like it much better, so I'm going to stick with that one. And I just wanted to come in and give you some idea of how that looks. I like the look better for me, but I like how it works with a lighter weight yarn, so definitely shoot for that. Again, dress them up, make them pretty. And I just wanted to give you that information before we signed off, because you can always tweak things a little bit to make them a little better. And I think I just did that. So have a fabulous day, my friends. Thanks so much.